Of the Chelmsford Select Board to order. Could you please join me in the pledge? Is it October 8th? Oh,
That's okay.
it's October 8th. Okay, so the purpose of this meeting is to review and adopt the re-precincting plan for the town of Chelmsford. Trish, do you want to just kind of orient the public and us to the process and where we've landed?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I'm Tricia Doris, the town clerk. I appreciate you guys scheduling this special meeting to review and approve the precincting plans. The process for re-precincting takes place every 10 years. It's based on the decennial census. And every 10 years, we have to look at the precinct lines based on our revised populations. So the draft estimates came out, the estimated data came out in July, I think it was July, and we started looking at the estimates, and the registrars and I sat down and we looked at the possible scenarios after the Secretary of State's Census Division provided us these draft maps. We couldn't do anything with them other than knowing that our population had gone from 33,000 up to 36,000 estimate, and it was going to generate about a 7.5% increase in our population. Given the maximum for each precinct is 4,500, and you've got to have growth potential between the population that you are now and 10 years from now, you have to look at the best way to divide the town into voting precincts pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 54, Sections 1 and 2. So once the final data came out, we had the Secretary of State's office, again, provide us another draft based on the actual data. We knew from the estimates that we were going to have to increase our number of precincts. The town manager and the registrars and I discussed whether or not we increase from 9 to 10, or whether it would be better to go from 9 to 11. Given that the maximum number of seats we can have for the town of Chelmsford is 180, 10 precincts would have given us 180 reps, but sometimes it's difficult to fill the 162 seats we have. So the 11 precincts would give us 15 reps per precinct and a maximum of 165 reps. So that seemed to make a little bit more sense. Going to 11 precincts, the discussion was that we would actually increase another polling location. So with the 9 precincts, we had the 2 polling locations, one at the senior center, one at McCarthy. With the 11 precincts, we would have the senior center, McCarthy, and the town offices as a 3rd polling location. So when we got the final data, we looked at the map, and then the governor signed the law on Sunday, allowing us to approve a re-precincting plan, and knowing that we can then modify it once we lay the redistricting plan over this. It definitely behooved us to be able to move forward with this plan and then, revise if necessary once the redistricting is done. So our proposed plan, the registrars, again, approved the draft one. This one is the same. We had to have the Secretary of State's office finalize our documents in order for you to vote on it today. So it basically is the same map, gives the breakdown of the population by precinct, gives plenty of margin for growth in any of those precincts, and we've renumbered the precincts based on census blocks from the north part of town down to the southern part of town, and in numerical sequence so that it makes a little bit more sense for anybody looking at our maps. So details of the map, if anybody's looking from home and wants to zoom in on the PDF, you can zoom into any sections of town and see where your streets lie. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I have a couple questions. Do you have an idea of which precincts will vote at which polling locations?
Yeah, the plan right now is that we're going to have precincts 1, 2, and 3 vote at the senior center, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 at McCarthy, and 9, 10, and 11 here at the town offices.
Okay. And the other question on the narrative document that you gave us, why are there so many unnamed local roads?
I'm not sure, because I just got this document yesterday, and so I have not, when you say unnamed local roads, I see the non-visible and the shoreline.
If you look at precincts 7, 8, and 9, there's several in each of those.
And that's and I have not had a chance to take a look
Okay.
at that. I'm wondering if they're private roads, or, I'm not sure if there's a lot of private roads there, but it is something I will
Okay, just curious.
explore. Yeah, thanks. I haven't had a chance to really analyze this document yet, but I will ask that question and get back to you via email. Would that be all right?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah. Or, yeah, if or if it could just be corrected, I mean, it's.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we-
if,
we can
I
do
guess, if it is a private road, maybe we say private, would that be clearer? I mean, I'm not sure
I
why.
don't know what the legal, I mean, unless it's legal to say unnamed local road, although that's kind of, somebody's trying to see exactly what it is.
Okay, I'll get some clarification, and maybe our GIS coordinator can help me with that too, once we take a look at this.
Can you zoom in on these maps? Because I'm just
Yes.
curious, like if you took precinct 7 and looked at what unnamed local road would be.
Yeah, let's see.
That's gray, right?
Precinct 7 is gray, yes.
Where, am I at the top or the
Yeah,
bottom?
you're
or
you're at the top.
No,
because
I know,
it's-
but
oh,
where
I'm
do you
sorry.
want me to zoom to, Ken?
Oh, yeah, let's see, precinct 7.
So that's
So it
20.
says
Robin
proceeding
Hill to
easterly
unnamed
along
local
Beaver
road.
Brook to unnamed local road, and proceeding easterly along unnamed local road to Robin Hill Road. So Beaver Brook is,
I mean, that's not, to Robin Hill, right?
Well, here's Robin
Robin
Hill
Hill.
next to the pink.
and, oh, you know what, and I wonder if it's not named only because the map they had didn't have all the detail. That might be why.
Oh, if you scroll down, Virginia, there's no name on this road.
Right, so that is a road, but it didn't show up as on
Oh.
their map. We can certainly fill in that blank.
Okay.
All right, so this wasn't done in town.
No, this was done by the Secretary of State's
Oh,
Got
okay.
office.
All right.
That
Okay.
explains it.
Yeah,
All right,
and
thank
they
you.
just had to finalize the documents and provide us some boundaries in order for you to vote today.
Mm.
But we will definitely
Okay, I
look at
think it
this.
would make more, make it more clear,
Absolutely.
people that are reading that.
Okay, we'll get more detail. I'll have Nate help me with
Yeah,
that.
that doesn't look like a private road.
No, it certainly does not. It looks pretty major. All right, we'll get that detail filled in for you on the boundaries. And it does say at the top, Chelmsford draft legal boundary descriptions, and maybe that's why they highlighted those words for me.
Okay, so you could fix them, right?
So I can fix them. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Pat.
Sure.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
Any other questions? So are we ready to vote?
So is there a special wording for the motion, or can we just do
Yeah,
it?
There
it's
is a
in the
document
packet.
that we provided. It's a very simple, straightforward document. You can make a motion based on that.
All right, so I'll make a motion that we, the undersigned, hereby certify that the meeting held on October 8, 2021 of the Select Board voted to accept as presented by the town clerk, the 2021 re-precincting plan for the town of Chelmsford that will be amended or will be,
If necessary, yeah.
Yeah.
if
Yeah, it'll come back
necessary,
after.
yeah.
That,
to
so
come back
that
in.
says 2021 that we signed, because the one in the packet says 2020.
the town clerk, the 2020 re-precincting plan for the town of Chelmsford.
We have a typo?
Well, it's 2020 census, so 2020
okay.
re-precincting plan, yeah, based on the 2020 census. That is accurate.
Okay.
Is that a motion you made? You want a second? Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so it's 4 in favor, and Mark Carrata is absent.
Thank you very,
Thank
very
you.
much.
Motion.
It's 9:09. I will take another motion.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, 4 and 1 absent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.